Okay, there was a lot of Africa and Middle East in the last time, so this week I show you another American currency. And as you see, you have a different kind of designs here, but it's still the same currency. It's a Paraguay Guarani. We start with the 1 Guarani note, which is no longer in circulation because it's worth nothing. Until the modern days notes leading up to 100,000. So this note starts in the this note was printed in 1963, in the 60s, and so I show you something about the security features those days. There was mainly this guilloche design. This complicated kind of printing, which wasn't easy to copy for the normal printing presses. But the design is typically, yes, for this time it's a bit referring to the US dollar, as you see here too. And you have a coat of arms, the values, and maybe some buildings, but not much more. We have a thin security stripe, and of course you can see all those, I don't know the word, you can see them lightning under the UV light. So those are more modern. It was held in about the same design for decades. So I guess this 1000 note isn't still in circulation. It's from 2002. And the 2000 note today is also printed in polymer, like the new 5000 note. Yes, this design is still quite old-fashioned for the millennial years. That's not typical. Also this one, it's really remarkable that there's no watermark and no security stripe. Only the coat of arms and the value, and yes, this guy. Here we have an historic scene and those old-fashioned big numbering on two sides. Here we have the 5000 note, that's polymer. So we have huge differences in notes which were issued not so far from each other. So we have the special ink. Here you can feel those dots. And here we have something like a watermark and this window. And guess what's worth? This note, it's €1. And of course we had high inflation over the whole decades, but it's remarkable that until this day we didn't have the currency reform, which will take place soon, maybe, because we already have this abbreviation, which is common for introducing a currency reform, as we just see from the new 10,000 real note in Iran. They still have the 10,000 on it, but they have a 1 already printed on it. Here we have a thicker security stripe, shifting a bit color. We still have no watermark, which is really remarkable for such modern notes. And this design is still the same, although there's a little difference. This note was still printed by De La Rue, and this one was printed in Brazil. So that's a 20,000 note worth 4 euros. Of course, Paraguay isn't such a rich country. Yes, you can see here's something moving, and that's a modern security stripe. So here we have a watermark, so the design itself is really diverse, and it's not fitting really to the just recent historically looking notes, such as the 10,000 note, and the modern notes don't really seem to fit to the modern in comparison to the old notes and the modern notes. So that's the currency for this week. Stay tuned for more next week.